take a look at the activator. Which statement is true? Let's look at part A, and A says 4/100ths is less than 4/1000ths. Right, now it's a little bit tricky when you're comparing 4/100ths to 4/1000ths. I mean, you could think about the size pieces and know that thousandths are smaller than hundredths. Um, but the other option we have is that we can see that there are 1, 2, 3 numbers to the right of this decimal. And so then if there's only two numbers here, we could add a 0 so that they both have three decimal places after the decimal. And then that would make it so that we are comparing, instead of this being written as 4/100ths, now this is 40/1000ths. So we changed 4/100ths to 40/1000ths so we can more easily compare. And I hope you can see that 40/1000ths is more than 4/1000ths. So this is not true. Let's look at the next example and let's use the same trick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a 0 here so that we're comparing 8 and 20, this is tenths hundredths, to 8 and 2/100ths. And this would actually be greater because 20/100ths is more than 2/100ths. So again, this less than symbol, that doesn't work. That's not true. Let's look at the next example now. 7.6, and then we have this line over the 6. Well, that means that the 6 continues forever. So 7.6 with the line over it is really equal to this. Now, I can't write 6 forever, and that is why you're going to need the bar. The bar shows that it repeats. That whatever's underneath the bar repeats forever. So the 6 is what repeats forever. So to compare these two, what I want you to do is, if this has two decimal places, let's just go ahead and record this as 7.66, and then you can more easily compare these two values. So 7.66 and 7.67. 66 is less than 67, so I think this is the answer. But to be sure, you should read D as well. So this is another example where we have a line over a number. So this is really 0.03, and the 3 goes on forever. The 3 is the part that is repeated. And if you want to compare it to this number, well, this number has 1, 2, 3 values to the right of the decimal. So I would just go ahead and record this with 1, 2, 3 values to the right of the decimal, and then we can more easily compare these. So we're comparing basically 33 to 3, and that would be greater than, not less than. So D is not correct. So I feel convinced that the answer is C. 7.6 repeating forever is less than 7.67.